Hey, what's going on guys, Lucid here, and today I'm bringing you Battlefield 3 commentary. And I know in the last video that I uploaded for Battlefield was a bit negative about Battlefield, so I've kind of swung it around and been playing a bit of Battlefield this morning, and I actually quite enjoyed it. So I'm just going to be talking on how to find a good balanced game and M60 review, because I start using the M60. I know it starts off as me and the chopper gunner, but I eventually start using the M60 and do pretty well with that as well. So I know it's quite hard to find balanced games in Battlefield, whether you're on the team that's absolutely smashing the other team or you're the team that's getting smashed. For example, if you're on Sienna Crossing on Rush and you're on the attacker's side of the bridge, you pretty much just get spawn killed. You either get sniped, C4'd on a tank, mortared, or the list is endless. You can just be killed by like a knife, even though like they can't even get past that line. But you know what I mean, like you can literally be killed by anything. So what I'd like to do is go on the server browser and look through the filter on what games suit you. So if you're a team deathmatch guy, maybe you've come from Call of Duty and you wanted to change to Battlefield, start off on team deathmatch. Or if you've got any of the map packs, Aftermath, because their maps are fairly small, or a game type like Scavenger or Gun Game or something like that. So that might suit you if you're that kind of player. You're a fast-paced player and you run around a lot, shooting loads of people, because people like that on Conquest just get bored. And I've done it before, and it's quite annoying when people do it as well. A lot of people on Operation Metro, Operation Firestorm, the big maps, the favourite maps, there's a lot of high people on their teams, like Brigadier 100s or Brigadier 80 to 90s. There's a lot of people who play on popular maps, especially Operation Metro on Conquest. So this is me personally. I always liked playing Rush. I know in the last few Battlefield commentaries that I've played, most of them have been Conquest, but I do like Rush. It has always been one of my favourite game types in Battlefield. I've always liked playing it in Battlefield Bad Company 2. And another one, if you're going on Rush, I advise you going in with a mate, because it does eventually get boring. You do get bored after a while. So it's for me, Rush is one of the favourite game types for me. Like, the maps are more spread out. I think you get a bit more room than Conquest maps. I also think like there's more variety of choice. Like you can go in a tank and advance on the west, or you can go in a helicopter and attack from above, or you can be a foot soldier and go in a transport troop carrier towards the objectives. Whereas Conquest is you're dotting between each part of the map, trying to capture flags chasing the enemy, which I find is boring and repetitive, but that's just me. So I just go on the server browser, the filter, and select the game types which suit me. Pick how many people I prefer to play with. If you're a hardcore fan, you can obviously select that, or if you're not, then don't. So, and if you look in the server and you're looking for a game where you just want to get in, settle down and have a good laugh, then I'd advise looking at the friends part of the server to see what levels are on the game. So if there's a lot of rank 100s, high ranks, brigadiers, I'd advise not joining that game. So it's always good to look into the game before you give up hope by just joining games and leaving them. So I'm just going to move off that, and now I'm going to be talking about the M60. The M60E4, classed or nicknamed as the Hog, which is a pretty good nickname for it. Pretty much sounds like a hog when you fire it. I think it's pretty good for long ranges. I think that's why it's the latest, or I think it's the last. Correct me if it's not, but I think it's the last machine gun that you unlock as the support class. Obviously you can play it for the Russians and the Americans, which is always handy. The range is pretty good. The hip fire accuracy is obviously rubbish apart from close quarters. The range, or the accuracy, sorry, aiming down sight without the bipod is pretty appalling. unless you're about 10 meters to 5 meters close to the enemy. But if you're not, then advise putting on a scope, putting on a bipod, and laying down some suppressive fire on the targets or whatever you're shooting at. Yeah, like I said, I'd advise putting on a long range scope like the 3.4 scope or the ACOG. I'm not sure if I've unlocked the ACOG for it yet. I've only just started using the M60, but in this video I think I'm using the 3.4 scope, which is always good because it's at long range and you can pick off enemies from quite a far distance. So, like I am here, I got out of the chopper and I'm on top of the roof of the objectives. So where the enemy are coming towards me, I'm just laying down fire onto the enemy where I can see them. Like in the crates, in their spawn to the right, which is, I guess it's not spawn killing, I guess it's the last objective for this is quite hard for the defenders. So you need to get a good spot for the M60, like you can't just go around shooting everyone like with the M27 or the RPK, because those are like machine guns and they are lighter and more movable, I guess, to move around the battle, aim down the sight and spray the targets. With the M60 it's not like that. So I'd probably give the M60 a 9 out of 10 because of its long range and damage. However, the accuracy loses at that 1 mark. So you've really got to get a good position, a good scope and a good aim of fire. So I'm just going to leave the video here, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.